welcome to the Encounter Podcast. With me, I am your host, Marcus Stewart. I have a very special episode for you guys. It's a podcast with me, the co-host, Antaun Stewart, and my big bro, Mario Rivers. When I say big bro, I'm talking about we all grew up together in the same house as biological brothers. We got the same mama, different daddies. But he has a podcast called The Unorthodox Jukebox. And I want to tell y'all, if this is kind of raw. So I want to say viewer discretion is advised. If you are listening discretion is advised. You may hear anything. And so I just want you to fasten your seatbelts, but put your headphones on and get ready to enjoy this great episode. We had a lot of fun doing it. Not meant to rub nobody the wrong way. Each individual, their perspective is the perspective of each individual. And so I just want to, give you a warning, give you a heads up. If you're listening, if you're watching, you may want to not listen to this with young kids around, because we are going to talk about some real subjects. So I want to say again, man, hopefully you guys enjoy, and thank you for watching. All right, so look, let's jump right in. Let's go.
The first question to be fitting for me to start off is, what do y'all think about like dating and the Bible? Does the two go together? Should you build your, the way you think or the way you approach dating? Should you build that from the Bible, or is the Bible a book that's outdated? What are y'all thinking about that?
Wait, ask the question again.
Like, okay, so like, do you use the Bible when it comes to looking for the type of woman that you want to have in your life? Like, how does the Bible fit into the equation of searching for a woman? Do you use the Bible in any way, or is that just something that's kind of like outdated, or you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Antoine
Okay.
trying to be funny.
Try to make him understand. Do you use anything from the Bible when it comes to searching for your mate? Like when you found your wife, did you use anything from the Bible as criteria for the search?
I'll go first. So, I am not a scholar. He's been in ministry for 15 years. My younger brother has been in ministry for about 15 years. So, okay. But my point is that for I am a Christian, and I try to live my life in a way that would be a good representation of God. But did I read passages about like what is expected of a husband and of a wife? No. It would be more along the lines of things that I've heard maybe in a sermon from a pastor or a minister, but actually going in there, I wouldn't know where to begin to look. Sometimes if I need a reference in the Bible, I would ask them. So I don't think it's realistic to think that when a person is searching for a partner that they open in their Bible, let me find out which verse so I can see if this woman matches these criteria of this verse. I wouldn't know where to look.
Yeah, right. So no, I'm not saying that like when I go and search for a person, or if I'm going on a date, I'm not picking up my Bible to go out on a date, but I do know I'm looking for certain things, and some of those things, not all of them, but some of those things do. The idea of it comes from a biblical reference, and that's not just because I'm a preacher. That's just because I want a woman. We gonna get to you. Don't worry, because you said let us go, right? I came to you, but look, that just says like I want a woman who understands like who she is first. I want a woman that understands morals and values and what are her values. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
but
like,
those values are not necessarily. I'm not gonna say they're not biblically based, but that's something that anybody would want, whether they read the Bible or not.
Okay.
So
y'all talk about now. Y'all not talking about the younger us. Because none of that mattered when we were looking for people to be with. We wasn't even talking about or thinking about
That's
marriage.
true.
We was thinking about just being with somebody who looked good. That was the first thing. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing. We
speak for yourself. That was
back in the day?
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
I always
speak
wanted
for
a
mine.
girl to be nice looking, but I never have been that type of person that got super caught up on how good they look. What's the substance behind that? Have y'all ever seen me running around with a bunch of different women?
No, but
in my whole life that y'all have known.
No, but
that's because I'm particular
has
about.
Your mindset been on, if I date this person, I'm going to marry this
Absolutely
person?
not.
Okay, that's what I'm
Not
talking
until
about.
not
My
until I was
mindset,
around
my mindset.
25.
You
I
said
guess.
talk about myself. My mindset wasn't thinking about marriage. When you're talking about dating, a lot of people now date to marry. So the older me now,
I disagree.
Okay, go ahead.
I disagree.
Explain.
You said that you don't think a lot of people date to marry. I mean, sorry, you said people date to marry, and I think it's quite the opposite. If this is 2024, and I think social media has given people an idea of instant gratification, meaning that their marriage is the last thing on people's mind.
Well, should I say Christian people date to marry?
Okay, now that's a better
Thank you.
specification.
Thank you. That's a good distinction.
Sure, I would say that, but the problem and the issue is that they still have to operate in today's landscape, which is vastly different from when all of us were coming up actually courting, or our parents were. We used to that. But that's not the current type of landscape that we live in. When you talk, you gotta put the mic on. Oh, okay.
So
I
yeah,
didn't know
going back to
if you wanted to say something, I didn't want to.
Going back to what I said. The old Christian me, I was still a Christian even at 20. I wasn't thinking of nothing about the Bible.
None of us was.
When dating.
Were, I should say.
So now the more mature me, now I can say mature. Now I can say there are some things that you would look for because of experience that you've dealt with. And now you don't want to go back through those same experiences or those same trials. So it's a different mindset now. I want somebody that believes in God. I want somebody with those core values. But back in the day, I ain't give two cares about.
I think that's more about age than what you
That's
said.
true. But
as you
the
get older,
question-
you
the
want a
question-
different type of woman.
The question applies
the question
to all
was,
ages.
Right. So when you
Are
took
you-
it back there, I wanted to hear that perspective, but the perspective was not. So basically, then the Bible doesn't have nothing to do on your dating landscape.
Not nothing. It's just like you.
I'm not saying it is right or wrong. Get
No,
what I'm saying?
This is what
Like,
I'm saying
just-
is that you might say, yes, I want a God-fearing woman if you're a Christian man.
right. But if you're not,
So that's the core. I want a Christian woman because I'm a Christian. But it's not like I'm going to go consult the Bible to see what these things need to be. So it's not like that. But if you are a Christian, you might be thinking that I would prefer somebody who believes in God. I would prefer somebody that goes to church, but you're not thinking about the Bible when you're doing it, but you're thinking about being a Christian and their relationship with God. I would say that.
Ultimately, it becomes a waste of time if you don't consider that in the beginning. And I'm speaking from experience.
Well, we being real.
Hold on. I was speaking from experience.
Well, I was gonna say the Bible not in it at all.
It was fun.
Even if you're a Christian,
It was fun.
the whole reason why you talk to a woman from the get go is because you find her attractive.
wait. You don't
Yeah.
think finding a woman attractive is in the Bible? You don't think that
Yes.
criteria is in the Bible?
Yes, but I'm saying that when we first see a woman, you're not thinking, "Oh, I bet she's a godly woman." You thinking she got a fat ass and some titties.
But look, but you don't think
say
that.
this?
But you don't think that's.
I'm gonna censor it.
You don't have to censor it. That's why it's a podcast. But look, you don't think that's in the Bible? Like, dudes saw a girl. Look, this gonna be my wife.
David-
Why do you think David cheated with Bathsheba? He made her his wife.
He was a creeper.
David put homeboy on the front line.
Hey.
But look, check it
He
out.
was a
Hold on.
creeper. He was
So
looking
he
through
not
that
get his
He's
window.
not the only one. He's not the only one. But I'm saying, like, you
was
don't.
looking
I
through
mean,
that
I
window.
think that goes into it, but you just don't know that it's in there, so you would say that it's not. But I don't want you to think of it as like I'm asking the question from an old traditional, because that's not where I'm asking. I just wanted to get y'all's opinion on it. You get what I'm saying?
I don't use the Bible when I'm dating. I use my core values that
Yeah.
I have been raised to believe in since I was raised as a Christian. That's gonna be kind of ingrained in in my values when I'm looking for a woman in the first place. So I wouldn't date an atheist. Not because there's anything wrong with them, not because I have a problem with them, but because their values don't align with my values.
Right.
So-
It wouldn't work.
So if I'm honest with you, my questionnaire lineup back in the day was completely different from my question line. My lineup of questioning back in the day was different from my lineup of questioning now. And one of the first questions, believe it or not,
So wait, you
Would you
question
pay
the girl
bills?
on the first, like you do a
No,
resume, like
Can you
I
pay
mean,
my cell phone
interviewing?
bill?
no.
that was your
This
line of
ain't-
questioning.
No.
Look, if you ask a
Can
girl
you
to
pay
pay your
some
cell
bills?
phone bill,
No,
you don't
he
need to be on
been
no date.
silly. Our podcast yesterday was I had people paying
How did
for
he
stuff,
how did
and I
he get
was
these girls to
enjoying
pay
that.
his bills?
Hey.
I have no
I'm
idea.
gonna tell you why.
Cars.
He used to look like Usher when
Look,
we was
I
in
don't
high
look
school.
like nobody.
He used to
Listen,
he used to look
Marcus,
like
stop
Usher
telling-
when he
stop
was
telling fibs.
when he was in high
Going
school.
back to the questionnaire. as I got older, one of the main questions I asked, and they start weeding themselves out. One of the main questions I asked is, if I'm ever called, now this is just a hypothetical. If I'm ever called to preach, would you be able to handle that? Do you know some people weeded themselves out?
Why would you even ask that if
That's
you're not
extreme.
a preacher?
That's very extreme.
Because
very hypothetical.
I'm finna answer.
That's like we don't need to be together on the strength. What if
I'm finna
if
answer.
I lose my leg
Let
tomorrow?
me
would you
answer
still
my
be
way.
with me?
Let me answer.
Let him
Can't
answer.
answer.
Let me answer my way. My reason is because some kind of way, that God uses me in some kind of way, right? It's not saying that I'm a preacher, that I'm behind the pulpit, but it is saying that he's going to use me in some way. If he elevates me in any kind of way, I have to know that you're able to accept that calling, whatever it is.
Yeah, okay, so can I speak to that?
As
Look,
the woman.
that's a real hypothetical. Do you know most women will say that they won't go for something, but once they get with you
Okay.
and they love you,
They always
they
will.
are willing to make any adjustments. So that's
they
the initial
will.
question.
If they run from it initially, then they weren't supposed to be with me anyway.
Wow, I think that's kind of extreme. So
I think it's
should.
That's your
extreme.
No. Right. It's my opinion. So I should ask the girl. So, babe, look, if I lose my job and I can't pay my rent for the next 6 months, you gonna be there on the first date?
We talked about that
Hold
yesterday.
on. On the first date, I'm asking you that, and she'd be like, I ain't gonna be with no man.
Of course not.
In a situation,
Not initially.
But look, in a situation, let's say if you've had
Can
the
you pay my
job,
bills? That's funny.
like circumstances matter. So if you had a job and you've been with this person for 3 years, 4 years, and you've been having a consistent job, and you lose your job,
Go back
and
to
you can't get one for 6 months.
Go back to the real question. If you run from the question of if, this is not even, it's like you're saying, it's a hypothetical.
Why
If
would
you're
you ask
running-
a hypothetical?
If you're running from, all I'm asking you basically is, do you have a relationship with God?
You can just say that
That's
instead.
not right. Like,
Okay.
Instead of
but
saying,
that's-
if I was a minister, would you?
It's a valid question to me. Just like you have your own valid
Okay,
questions to you.
okay.
Whatever,
You're looking for a certain
whatever
response.
whatever you feel is something that's serious for you to ask, that was serious for me to ask. It's not saying that it will ever happen, but if it ever happens, I want to make sure that you're not running from that position, or you're not running from if that happens. I mean, you're not running from nothing dealing with Christ or God or anything. So your answer should be, I have my own relationship with God. Go to the next question.
All right. I really wasn't done with that one, but so most of the time when I'm asking the question, I don't ask hypothetical questions. I ask consistent, like what have you been doing before you met me? How was your life before you met me? Because that's gonna give me an idea of who you are. And then I ask questions of your mindset, like what kinds of things are you into? Do you have a 5-year plan?
Bet nobody way means your way is the right way.
I'm not saying that it's right or wrong.
You asked that on the first date.
No. I'm asking questions just to get to know a person, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get to know you. I want to understand who you are. At least
The question I just
told.
told y'all, I was asking on the first date.
You know what's weird?
And I
about
was so okay with if they weeded themselves out.
I think that's extreme on the first date.
No,
Okay,
but look,
that's your opinion.
you know what's crazy about that? I'm a minister, right?
said
And
there
been a
was some
minister for a
animosity
long
in your
time.
voice
Hold
a
on.
little
Hold
No
on.
animosity.
Look, I don't even
Look,
even
Mark.
ask no questions about
No
God on the
animosity.
first date at all. And
No,
I'm a minister.
that's
I
you.
don't even ask questions. That's
you.
crazy.
And you of all people should be the first one asking, do you believe in God? That's the first question you should ask.
Right.
As a preacher. But I'm saying
Well,
that
I didn't ask
it's
that.
okay. Whatever
Here's a question.
Whatever you ask or don't ask is your opinion to ask or don't ask. In my opinion, I felt it was necessary for me to ask the question. And I was okay if you out yourself out of that situation. I was good with it. It's fine.
Do you think being a preacher makes you approach dating differently than other men?
You can't.
It does.
You can only answer that because it's him.
it does. Yeah. So the question was,
Mark, your finger don't
does a
snap right.
preacher choose a woman differently? And then I think you were saying that because most people go on looks, that I would automatically be drawn to a woman because of her looks, right?
No, I was
Nah,
saying
he
that.
ain't say nothing like that.
I was saying that all of us are men. The fact that you're a preacher, I don't think matters in the initial selection of a woman, because we all select women.
Is that not what I just said? Maybe I said it
based
the wrong
on
way.
how attractive they are? Antaun, I can't see.
That's what I just said. I think I said exactly what you said, but I just said it different.
You didn't say the
But
exact
you
same
said
thing
because
I
we're
said.
all men, that I would choose the same way normal men would choose. Correct or incorrect?
You see the look on Antoine's face, how he's confused?
I'm listening. I'm not looking at Antoun. I'm looking at you because I want to hear what you said.
I said that my original question was, do preachers approach dating differently than normal men? And
we like 10 feet past that though. Go 10 feet past that to
Yes,
respond
but
to
you're-
what I was responding to when you said what you said to me.
Okay, what did you say? Because obviously me and Antoine were both
Okay,
confused by what
I'm
you
not
said.
talking about Antoun. I'm talking about you. So you said that I would choose, because I'm a preacher, I would choose a woman based on her looks, like most men would choose a woman based on her looks initially.
I said I asked you a question. Does that impact the way you choose women? And my aim at that question was to tell you that it's malarkey if you say you
gave
do.
you gave the preacher
Because-
response.
No. I was saying that
That's what
I
he
think
said.
all men, preachers or not, Christians or not, choose women in the same way. Oh, I see something I like. I want to go talk to that. And then you find out.
Yeah.
If
Okay. So yeah,
there's no difference.
agree.
So
I'm
in,
saying.
in response to that, yes, but it wouldn't be to the extent that
I agree.
okay, but it wouldn't be to the extent that a normal person would. I do choose, but that's not the only thing I'm looking for. Like you can be the finest woman in there, but dressed like a slut, and I would not choose you. You could be
Dressed like a what?
a slut, and you could be a decent looking woman with a nice with and know how to carry yourself as a woman, and you will attract my attention more than the woman who got all of the extra. You get what I'm saying? So me, I'm looking for things I want looks, right? But I also want things to accompany that. So that's the answer to the question.
Okay,
I mean, it is looks based, but it's not to the extent of I'm just looking for the first thing that look fine. That's my
that
point.
brings me to another question. So you said if she dressed
Slutty.
okay, but
I'm
if
saying
she's
that because I
if
don't
she
want to say the
fine,
other word.
if she fine, you still gonna talk to her, right?
No.
So you telling me if she dressed provocatively, if she got a low cut skirt and she got maybe some cleavage showing,
Absolutely not.
That initially cuts her out of your dating criteria.
Absolutely.
For Marcus,
absolutely.
So if she was a
He's
10,
saying-
I have
Wait,
kids,
okay.
bro. I'm a grown man. You should know how to carry yourself no matter where you are. I'm setting an
well,
example
I'm saying
for
if you're out
my
in if you're out
boys.
in a social setting,
bro, well,
not
then
necessarily
you shouldn't be
the-
dressed like
I
that.
think,
Hold on.
he would
Nowhere
look-
except for at
let's
home
say
with
if
me.
we went to Gracie's. It's a popular
Gracie?
restaurant. It's a popular restaurant that a lot of people go to. A lot of people dress to impress and take their dates there. My point is, when people are with their partner, like my girl, she dresses not necessarily provocatively, but she dresses more provocatively when she's with me. She dresses conservatively when she's alone. My point being that if you're saying that if you're out at a social setting, per se, like a Gracie's, and you see a woman that's dressed, maybe she got a short skirt on or she got some cleavage showing, but that's gonna disqualify her from you talking to her. Period.
It depends
Even if
on
she a 10.
Yes, it depends on how short
I
the
think you're
dress is.
lying.
All
That's
right, well, you
malarkey.
could think that.
No,
It's
Marcus.
baloney.
You could think that.
Marcus is a little
But
different.
Mario, I have been on dates, more than just one, where the girl shows up and her body is nice and her skirt is up to here.
So let me tell you the
And I'm
mindset.
like-
And so you
Let me
just
tell you the
left the
mindset
date.
behind what Marcus is
I
saying.
didn't leave the date, but I'm like, we not going where we was initially going. Let's go somewhere
It ain't
else.
changed where we
And
going.
initially, in my
I done
mind,
bought tickets.
nah, I'm thinking like, bro,
I done paid.
I'm
Hey,
never.
listen, this comedy show. Look here, tell some jokes, fam. I done paid $80
Yeah,
for
Nah,
this
we
ticket.
going-
I'm never calling you again. I'm never calling you again, bro. I'm not.
Nah,
I'm a
I've
man
done
with
that.
standards.
I
So
respect
you
that.
may not have standards. So
Ooh.
you don't get it. But
Right.
I have standards. And with a woman, no, you can't
know
be
you
dressed.
lying.
No, you need to understand how to dress. A grown woman understands that you can be classy without
Hold on.
showing all your ass.
Hold on.
I'm-
Now that's Mario. I'm gonna let you respond to that
Go
because
ahead.
I know you
Give
want
the
to.
nigga line,
No,
'cause
no.
everybody-
Antoine's
Look,
first.
All
please.
men don't
Marcus-
chase their
hold on,
penis
hold on.
around.
For
Let me say
the
that.
for the audience, let's just one at
My
a time.
audience, they gonna listen to that.
Marcus is a little different.
He didn't mean
because
that,
the
y'all.
mindset turns to for Marcus. The mindset turns to
Savage.
everybody is gonna look at you. Everybody is gonna talk to you. That's just my opinion of you.
Okay.
I feel like because it draws too much attention.
Wouldn't you want to? Don't you want an attractive woman though?
Yeah.
Don't you
But
take
hold
that
on,
as a
but
compliment?
Attraction
if a
is
lot.
not the
but
same
but
as
I'm saying my opinion of how I think Marcus views it.
how you think.
Yeah, how I think.
That's right.
This not. It might
How
not
you
be.
think I view
Yeah,
it.
it might
That's
not be
right.
how you view it. This is how I see on the outside looking in. If it draws too much attention and you feel as if they are attention seeking, you don't want them.
I understand the attention seeking part, but if they draw attention
That-
just because they're beautiful, If that's a problem for you, I think
You talking
that
about
means
beauty
you,
and dressing is two
I
different
think
things.
that
Thank
means
you.
insecure. I'm not.
No,
what I'm saying
no.
is,
It ain't got nothing to do
I'm
with
not
that.
talking about you. I'm talking
No,
about what he just said.
I'm saying men in general. If you could be an attractive woman and you don't have to show everything
Yes,
to
but that wasn't my
everybody to
point.
show that you're
So,
attractive.
now
That
pause
wasn't
on
my
you.
point.
There's a bunch of women that's covered up and you can tell that she's attractive.
Pause
Right,
on you.
which I would go for.
And
That's
look,
not what I was talking
If it's
about.
tight, it's a way to be classy and sexy. You can be sexy and classy.
Okay, so now we've
That's
heard
not at
your
all
opinion.
what I was talking
Right,
about.
right. So, yeah.
So now Mario, what's your opinion
That's
on it?
opinion on what? Because y'all, we didn't went down 3 different
we
rabbit
talking
holes
about
now.
the same thing.
No, we
I ain't
not.
going no
You
rabbit
just
hole.
didn't listen.
I ain't
I mean,
been in no
I
hole.
heard y'all. Y'all was all over the place.
Anyway,
Don't
so
talk about
anyway,
me.
you
Don't
were
talk about
saying-
me. I ain't been in no hole. He said we went
Okay.
down 3 rabbit
What's
holes.
the
What-
question?
What were you saying? You were saying that perspective of mine was that. And
Yeah, I just feel like from the outside looking in, if it's attention seeking, you don't want it. And I that's your opinion.
Attention seeking is fine, but I never mentioned that when I was saying
I'm
that.
not talking about you.
Well, when I mentioned what I said, that's you said something about it
If somebody's dressed in that way, I'm looking at it from his point of view, from
that
what
they're
I
attention
feel
seeking.
that they're attention seeking, and that's too much.
All
You can
women
look.
want attention.
You can look. Okay, you can look, but it wouldn't be something that he necessarily would go for. Now, if I'm talking about myself,
I didn't hear what you said because he was distracting me. I'm
I
sorry.
said,
put the mic down and put your
in my
ears up.
opinion, I feel like if they dress provocatively, even if they look good, that's somebody he wouldn't look at, or he'll look at them, but that's somebody he wouldn't want to talk to. I don't feel the same. I don't care how you dress. If you fine, you fine. If you look good and that's attention that I'm giving you is because you look good. And if I choose to go past that point of conversation, then that's on me.
I'm
That's
sorry
my-
you lost me, bro.
I don't know how you lost.
Yeah, because we see how your mind thinks.
Hold on.
You got.
No,
know,
I'm
no.
saying once
Well, you saying you don't care how she dressed initially?
I'm saying if
Can she still dress that way?
it
after
doesn't
you
matter
with her?
what you have on. If I'm attracted to you
Yeah,
for
he's saying
you,
the same thing you saying.
no, I'm saying if I'm attracted
No,
to you
he's
for
not.
you, no, I'm not. I'm saying something different. We're not saying the same thing. It don't matter how I met you. If you had on no clothes or clothes at all, or a bikini, if you look good to me and you're attractive to me, then that's not going to stop me just because your breast out or your cheeks hanging out the bikini bottom. If I'm attracted to you, we gonna talk.
What if y'all at Cheddar's and she have her cheeks hanging out?
She probably just came from the pool. I like to swim.
Okay. So if a woman is dressed provocatively, first of all, it depends on what setting we in. If we out at a club, I don't go to clubs, but I mean, if we're out at let's say if we went out to the movies or something, and then it's 2:00, but we were enjoying the date, and then we wanted to go to a restaurant. Right? It's 2:00 in the morning. Usually at that time, a lot of the restaurants that are open have a bunch of people that just came from the
Waffle
club.
House.
So, but let's just say she was provocatively dressed because we was on a date. Are you saying that because she's provocatively dressed, that you already said you wouldn't give her the time of day?
No, environment does matter, but there, if you
Yeah, 'cause you can't just
if we
say-
at a restaurant,
Would
don't
you?
come with pool swimwear on.
Would you, Mario?
if we
If that's where they
no,
just
no,
came
but look,
from
I'm
and
saying
they out,
no. He said this certain place. Like if we're at a place where you're dressing to go there, you're not
don't-
gonna leave the swimming pool and come to like
lies.
wait. No, I'm saying like Fogo de Chao. Have you been to Fogo de Chao?
Yes.
So you're not gonna go from the pool to
Well,
Fogo de Chao.
well, they
That's a
couldn't-
place you
they
have to
couldn't have
dress
put me.
to go. But you get my point.
Pause.
Okay, this is gonna give me. This brings me to another question then, because
That's not a question. But
I
go
think-
ahead.
So this is the hotly debated. Women say I can dress how I want to dress, but that doesn't mean that you should treat me a certain kind of way. And I think that if the package is wrapped in a certain way, you should expect if you got a short skirt
You
on and
contradicting
please,
your
y'all,
own argument, bro.
that I'm not contradicting my own argument because that wouldn't stop me from talking to him. We're
So
not
then,
talking
yeah,
about that.
so
I'm on another
okay,
question. bro.
yeah, you're on another question,
I'm on
but right
another
now you
question.
just contradicted your own argument from the last
I didn't.
conversation.
I
Okay,
asked you
okay.
a question about
All
does
right,
that
all right, well,
do for you. I
well,
didn't say nothing
well,
about
Finish
me.
what you're saying. Finish what you're saying, Mario.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why you gotta death stare him
So-
like that?
You can't see it with the glasses.
So what I was saying is, this is a completely different subject for you, so I have to clarify. for
Slow,
you.
right? Slow and stupid. I got you. Go
No,
ahead.
I didn't say that, but just
Just the stupid part, not slow.
no. So what I'm
Don't
saying
spit, Marcus. Don't
is,
spit.
do
Don't spit.
I think that
I got on white.
if a woman dresses
I'm going home with
slutty,
orange on.
she shouldn't be surprised if all men are looking at her as if she's just an object or they just want to smash.
So
They wouldn't look at her conservatively. This don't have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Do you think that men are wrong for approaching a woman in a certain way because she's dressed a certain way?
Say, ho, what's up?
Do you think
Yeah,
that
that's
because she
wrong.
dressed a certain way, she attracts a certain type of man? That's the question.
Ask Antaun first, 'cause
She
last
will.
time I went,
You attract sometimes. You can attract how you look depending on the situation.
and that's exactly
But-
why you going for
But
that. You looking
but
for a hoe? I'm
it-
looking
it is
for a
not
woman.
okay.
I'm looking for a wife.
it's not okay to still talk to her any kind of way or treat her any kind of way just because she's dressed any kind of way.
I agree, but wouldn't you agree that if she's dressed a certain kind of way, that more than likely different type of men that she doesn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
are gonna come her way?
Yeah, she getting the dough boy.
Because women say it don't matter what they wear; they
Yeah,
should be able to wear what they want. And I'm saying that it
She-
does absolutely matter.
she getting a dough boy who gonna probably treat her like.
So right
she
now
dressed
we must be doing a split off of encounter / unorthodox.
No, we not.
jukebox,
We not.
which is cool because
You
it's gonna
supposed
air
to
on
be
both
leading this,
channels.
and I don't know what
What time
what's the
they-
question. What
Because
was the
you
next
asking
question?
you asked the question
I
and
did
then you
ask you. I'm
asked
sorry.
another question and then you asked another question and look, I'm gonna let
Okay,
you roll
I'm
with
sorry.
it
Go ahead.
because
go
there's
ahead.
some good questions and I don't mind.
Go ahead with your next question. I apologize.
No, I'm gonna answer your question because that's rude and impolite for me to just do
no,
that.
it's okay. Okay, and
We
then
the same
we-
way
we-
you
we-
do.
when have you ever
But I'm
cared
not gonna
about
do
it
that.
being rude or impolite?
But I'm not gonna do that
He don't care.
because I'm not rude.
Well,
and
he do
impolite.
care with us. He do care.
Oh,
well,
some-
sometimes.
So no,
Yeah.
so look. So
I
to
don't
answer
know,
your
we-
question,
we doing that for
I
the
think
podcast.
I think presentation
This ain't the
matters
real
to
him.
a point. I think it matters to a point. So like it's just like this. If you don't want a woman to come with you just for money, then don't make yourself out to be a baller. Just be regular.
Lies.
Hold on.
Pause. I got something to
You
say
not
about
making
that.
yourself to be a baller if you dress nice and you look
I,
good.
I didn't say,
no,
who's-
hold on.
I didn't say nothing about
Hold on,
dressing
hold on,
nice. I
hold on.
said
How can a man do that?
Can
though?
I
no,
address
I'm
this?
saying, look, so some dudes just make it like you'll go rent a Ferrari. You'll
I-
go
can I
rent
undress
a
this?
car just to make it look like
Oh,
something. I'm
I
saying,
agree
Can
with
I
that.
undress this?
yeah, hold on, undress it. Hold
You
on,
can
hold
take
on.
the panties off in a minute. Just let chill for right now.
I'm not having him on the show no more. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, I dealt with this. I did this. When me and Mario talked about this, I spent a lot of money dating.
See, that's ridiculous.
Hold on, I spent a lot of money not only because I'm a gentleman and when I take somebody out, I want to show them a great time.
Hold on.
But when I
This
realized how
gentleman
much
stuff.
money, hold on, when I realized how much
I
money
was
I
gonna
was
say
spending,
something, but I'm gonna leave it be.
when I realized how much money I was spending,
When you realize,
yeah, I had to reel that back in. And these were one and done
Idiot.
dates because I realized these wasn't gonna
Idiot.
be who I'm with.
I had to say that to my idiot.
I don't think he's
Hey,
an idiot. I think you gotta.
I had
There's a way
fun.
you gotta do it. Put a limit on the max amount you spend.
My
I
limit,
would
my
say
limit
bring
was
$100.
$100 a date.
on the
I went
first
on
date.
5 dates.
No, not per date. On
Per-
the first
You
date.
choosing wrong then, bruh. If look,
No, let me. You want me to
if
tell
you
you some
select
of
them,
the
so
stories?
look, hold on, no. We can actually do that, but not right now. But look, I'm saying this. When you go to make a selection on who to date, now you can, if you striking out 5 times, it's something wrong with the person that's seeking. You ain't gonna strike out. I'm going on 5 dates in a week. No, you, in my perspective, and y'all tell me
it's
what y'all
only,
think
only
about
your
this.
opinion because you frugal.
I'm frugal. I hear what you're saying, but I
AKA
disagree.
Cheap.
I hear what you disagree. I hear what you, but I disagree
too.
because I have money. I just don't show that I have money. So
Yeah.
let's get that.
I don't show I
Just
have money
because I
either.
don't show it, don't mean that I'm frugal. That means that I'm smart. I'm
Smart
wise.
man. Smart
With
man.
that said, I think when you go to choose a person to date, that's exactly why I don't choose the girl with her ass out. With her butt out and with her chest out. I'm looking for a woman, a mature woman. So when I go to date, when I take you out on the date, I'm not going on 5 dates in a week. I'm selective with who I choose. That's
Okay,
why I
so
don't
Just
go after
she got
that.
because she got a
I'm
butt out
selective.
don't mean she ain't mature though.
No, but look, my point is in response to that question earlier, like I'm going on that. You're right, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you make your selection, you should make your selection into a point
So-
where I'm not going on a date on Monday with this one, and then Wednesday I got a different one, and then Friday I got
That's
a different one.
That's your opinion.
Because you're select, like the way you choose, the way you approach,
That's
like
your
that's
opinion.
that.
That's your opinion.
Okay,
Because
my
I feel as if I'm getting to know
Merch.
if I'm getting to know people And in that time, I was trying to get to know different individuals.
5 people at once.
It was 5 different at 5 different times. But
And how long? How much of a span in between that?
So I'm gonna explain it to you so you can have a
No. But how much of a span was in between that?
Let me explain.
You better hope Don ain't watching this.
She can watch it because she already knows.
Yeah, but it ain't no.
I've
Yeah,
already
ain't no
told her.
lies
Hey,
between that.
Listen. So when I was swiping on the app, I was swiping, and out of those 10 people that I may have loved, there was 5 people that held good conversation. Out of those 5 people, there was 3 maybe that I was really interested in. And there was 3 that really held attention. In that week, maybe I went on 3 different dates. It don't matter if I went on one date Monday and one date Tuesday and one date Friday. It does not matter. That was how I chose to date. So the people that I've had conversations with dealing with dating don't know how to date. Everybody think that I'm supposed to just date you. And then if it don't work after a while, then I stop talking to you, date somebody else. You can date multiple people if you choose to.
All right,
date.
so
Hold on, let me finish.
That's
what I'm saying.
That's a good.
You
thing.
can date multiple people if you choose to date multiple people at the time until you feel like you want to be monogamous with one person. At that time, I was trying to date to get to know people. So I did go out with multiple people in a week, and I did spend over $100. One time I think of real crazy dates. One date we went to Slitherbond. For both of us,
Slither.
That's what I said. You just didn't hear me.
You said slither.
That was $60 per ticket.
Was that a first date?
Time too.
That's
Hold on,
120.
Hold on. This is one
120.
day. This is one day.
Yeah, that's 120.
120
180.
plus us eating there.
I've been out of school for 20 years, so I can.
All right, you putting your head down. Plus us eating there. Plus the lockers there.
Hold on, was that a first date?
That was the first date.
You
But
spent
hold on.
$60.
Hold on. This was.
And how long did y'all last? How long did y'all
We
last?
didn't. After she came out there wiggling with.
Hey, stop. Because
Why are you yelling?
people are gonna be watching
I don't
this.
care.
Don't do that.
I
No, don't
care.
do that. Don't do
she
that.
She came out there wiggling and jiggling.
Don't yell.
Edit
She came out there wiggling and
Edit that
jiggling.
out, please. Edit
And
that.
I didn't.
I'm sorry. Edit that.
This
Edit that.
is a whole nother conversation.
that.
She
Don't do it.
catfished me. But she cool people, but she catfished me. She
Edit
didn't
that.
look like her pictures look.
Okay, well, just say that.
I'm telling you
I
the
don't
truth.
want nobody to.
No, because I've already talked about this on my live, so people know I'm going to tell the truth. She came out there wiggling and jiggling.
I'm completely lost right
Oh,
now.
you want me to tell you what I'm talking about?
No, look.
Mario, you want me to tell you what I'm talking about?
Edit that out, please.
Don't edit. No, edit.
No,
leave
he
it there.
said this is his thing.
Oh,
so.
so you got
But
it.
no, he said he gonna ask a
Edit
question.
that.
So
No,
let's.
So
we're not
listen.
here to make nobody feel bad, bro.
It's not
But
bashing.
okay, so
it's not bashing.
She presented herself one
That's
way
what I'm
on the
talking
app,
about.
and
If you presented how you really, really look, and I said,
You might as well stay
okay,
off the apps, 'cause
hold on,
everybody
no.
lying.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you presented how you really,
Stay out
really
the
look,
apps.
if you was a certain weight, and I still chose to take you to a place called, what is it called? Slitterbond?
Slitterbonds.
Slitterbond, then that's me saying I was ready for whatever looks,
not slither.
whatever opinions, whatever.
But you wasn't ready.
But I
for
was
it.
not ready because you lied about how you look. You didn't. Your pictures were nothing like they looked.
Did you abruptly end the date
No,
when you
I
saw her?
was a gentleman. Let me tell you what I did. I saw it when she first came out, and I could have drove off then. I did not. Because I had
Being
already.
a gentleman would get you broke out here. Man.
Listen, anybody can.
That's
do,
his philosophy.
Y'all can
for
do what
his
y'all
podcast.
want.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I allowed her to go on a date. She was still a cool person because we had great conversation.
But wait,
But this would have been a friend from if I had seen her at first. This would have been a friend. This wouldn't have been somebody I would have dated
No, but see,
to
you-
get to know.
But see, that's exactly why you don't spend that much money on the first date, because you
Right.
never know what you're gonna get.
Okay.
Right.
I would say if you would have took her to somewhere like Cheddar's or like a wing spot or like a bar and grill or something like that where we can go enjoy some live music, I see you and then I see, oh dang, you don't look like your pictures, but I'm not gonna be an a-hole.
So
I'm gonna enjoy the date.
So-
But then after that,
so there was another day where we just went to dinner. Simple dinner, right?
you went on the second date with this person?
No, this is a whole nother date.
Okay.
That was a
gonna
one and
say-
done.
I was gonna say.
That was a one and done, Doc. But
Okay.
there was another date with a whole nother person. Again, didn't look like her pictures. She had the old version of her pictures on there. Thin, small. Not saying that that's what you have to be, but that's what I was expecting. When I come,
No, you should
and your
be
neck
a
is
represent-
fat because
Your neck
I'm not
is fat.
saying you were fat. I'm saying when your neck is
You
fat.
were in fact saying that she was
no,
fat.
I wasn't saying
You
that.
said if her
I'm
neck is
saying
fat.
she was still skinny.
That's literally
but
saying.
her neck was
Look,
fat. She
that-
gained a lot of weight.
We gonna have to
Don't
edit the mess
No,
out.
no,
there.
no, no. Don't edit it.
No, leave it.
Don't
That's
edit.
funny.
I don't have a problem. This is what I'm trying to get to. If your neck is fat, your neck is fat. If
But
I
just
see
put
you,
that on front at the beginning.
if I see you and I'm still attracted to you, and I talked to Don about the same thing. It don't matter about your weight. That doesn't bother me. And y'all know I've dated different sizes.
Right, yeah.
It's about the first one, you have to be pretty. And then second, you have to have a good personality.
But don't lie.
Don't lie. Cause then I feel like I just got swindled. Like the Tinder swindler.
All right.
So that's where it comes.
If y'all got a podcast, don't take my co-host, but he is a really good person to have on your podcast.
You ain't got to take me nowhere.
All right, what's your next question?
Ain't no next question. You ain't even
You
said
just
that.
you
got a
just
whole
said you had another
little folder
question.
with bad handwriting back here.
But you didn't answer. You didn't respond to nothing that we was talking about.
I did. I got lost somewhere along the way because y'all jumped from like.
Because you don't listen. Let's say that. Mario don't listen. What does unequally yoked mean to you?
I think me and May was talking about this the other day in the shower. Actually,
in the shower?
Yeah.
I don't think he had to include that, but okay.
was in the shower.
Thank you for letting us know.
You unequally yoked. Let me give you some.
You talking about size or what were we talking about here?
No.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Okay.
I'm finna be banned
Please
I'm
don't
finna be
edit
banned
that
from
out.
YouTube.
They might ban me for saying
No,
this.
they won't. We was in the shower. They ain't say y'all was doing that. You was in the shower talking about yoke.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do a viewer's discretion before
No,
this
no, no.
episode.
They was in the
Oh
shower
my
talking about
God.
eggs.
Oh my
I'll wait
God.
till they allow me to answer.
They was
the
in the shower
question.
talking about eggs.
I think that Christians
You didn't have to include shower.
I think that Christians misconstrue the use of that term all the time. Nobody really knows what it means. Does it mean that as a Christian, if I'm Baptist, I should only date a Baptist? If that means if I'm a Christian, I don't date an atheist? Does it mean that everybody got their own idea of what unequally yoked mean? And I think that stopped a lot of people from having a lot of quality relationships.
So in the shower, what did she say?
Should have, man.
Well, the reason
Wait. No. We're not going there. The question was, what does that mean to you, though? So, like,
to me, the only thing I'm thinking about when we're talking about being unequally yoked is very simple: if they believe in God or if they don't believe in God.
that's unequally yoked.
I don't agree.
In your opinion,
That's a part of it.
This is the thing. That's like saying that if we all believe in God, but they don't believe what I believe, or they're a different religion than me, that I shouldn't date them because they not the same religion as me.
so you think unequally
We both
yoked?
put our mic up at the same time.
Because you was finna say something. But hold on. You think unequally yoked only is talking about religious beliefs?
No.
Okay.
I think that
Well, that's what I'm asking. What else?
I just answered the question. I think Christians misconstrue what that really means, and that's all over the place. What I think about it, I don't limit it to just saying, oh, if I'm Baptist, you got to be Baptist. I don't think that if I talk to somebody that's a different religion than me, I think is if we got the same end goal, if the end goal is aligned, like if I believe in God and you believe in God, I think it can work. And I don't think that we're unequally yoked if just because you're not the same religion as me.
So Jehovah's Witness can be with a Christian, and a Protestant, well, let me say a Catholic can be with a Mormon, and a Muslim
if they can work
be,
that
Let
out.
me answer his question.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's based. Is that what you're saying, or am I a misunderstanding?
What I'm saying is this. I already said that I'm not a scholar, but I don't believe that when people get to heaven, if a Christian dated a Muslim or a Muslim dated a Mormon or a Mormon dated a 7-day Adventist, I think if they all believe in God, I don't think he gonna stand there and say, well, you can't get into heaven because you dated somebody that was a different religion. If they both live their life in a way that is representative of God and they both believe in God, the destination is the same. It doesn't matter what pathway you take to get there.
I disagree, but I hear what you're saying. I do understand.
So what if one of the religions can't make it to heaven because of their belief?
How do
Now
you
we
know they
taking
can't make it to
religious.
heaven?
I didn't want to take it
I'm not
religious.
saying-
How do you know they can't make it to
I'm
heaven?
not saying they can't.
Which
But,
religion are
okay,
you talking
Well,
about?
let's just. I don't want to pinpoint.
I don't want to go
Okay, well, you
religious.
can,
Hold on,
then
hold on,
you
hold on.
have to
I
if you're
don't-
asking that question.
I don't want to go religious. I don't want to go
But
religious.
you asked a religious
Okay, be
question.
more
I asked
specific.
unequally yoked.
That's
That's
specifically
wild.
No,
that's a
wait.
specifically
I
religious
asked,
question.
Hold up. I asked, what does that mean to you?
And I told you.
Okay, so look, we not going down the rabbit hole of that.
I ain't going down no holes.
All right.
Okay, so look.
Go ahead with what you was going to
No,
continue to
but
say.
unequally yoked, what does that mean to you? He said religious. I don't
didn't
see
say
it as
religious.
religious.
I mean, yes, I'm sorry.
Look.
It is religious. It's a religious term. Regular
Oh,
people
it is
don't
a religious
use that.
term.
I
Right,
just
right.
think that people misconstrue what it means, and everybody has
Right.
a
So
different
I'm a Christian,
idea.
but I think it applies to more than just religion.
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
I'm asking.
I think both of y'all point is good points.
They're both parts of it.
If you get on that horse, you got to ride it.
What are you talking about?
It's a no. Okay, look. I just say
It's gonna be my last episode.
no. Listen, I'm saying
They gonna ban you from YouTube, fam.
I don't have a problem with whatever your religion is. You have to work that stuff out with God. But now, if I'm trying to be with you and I'm loving you to a point of where I want us both to make it to heaven, we have to align to know that we're making it. You asked me a question.
alignment,
How
though.
do I know?
How does that look? How does that alignment look? If y'all both believe in God, but y'all are of a different religion,
Because if
does
you
that mean it
if you're
doesn't
praying,
align?
hold on. If you're praying and you're going, you go to your church,
God could be different than my God.
and I pray, or we pray together, but we praying.
No, you misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's one God, that these people believe in one God. It's not like another God.
But no, they're different. Their God,
what if they believe
their
in Buddha?
characteristics is different. This God's characteristics. So they think it's the same, but it's not.
Then you misunderstood what I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
not
help me
saying
understand.
that
I didn't
this
even
ain't
answer my
like.
question.
I'm sorry, Twan.
No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Okay, this is not.
Bro.
This is not like it's a different God.
You need to
In my
speak.
example, is one God. One God.
Okay.
There are
But
some
many
people
different
like
ways to
Buddhists.
get to it.
Like I'm gonna call it out because I need an analogy. Buddhists, right? I don't know if they believe in God. They believe in something else, some other things.
It's not
Holistic stuff. No.
But
It's-
I get what you're saying.
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
don't do
you
that.
you need to learn the what their practices are. It's not that you was making a joke. I know, but I'm just saying. No, but they believe in different things. Like they believe in being at peace with oneself, that kind of thing, right? So, but there are, I could say 4 or 5 right now religions that only believe in one God, and it's the same God. So in that in that example, it is.
I understand what you're saying when you say that.
Like I'm saying, it's one God.
Okay.
So in my example, these people all believe in the same God, not a different God, the same God, but they might be a different religion. So in that example, as far as being unequally yoked, how do you see that?
If we can work it out as a couple, it don't matter what nobody else is saying. If it works out with us and we're able to be happy and live good and still have the same alignment when it comes to saving, living, raising kids, and prayer, then I have no problem with somebody that have a different belief.
That's all I'm saying.
Now hold on.
I agree with you.
There was somebody.
Thank you.
There was somebody that I dated that she believed in God, but she didn't have a relationship with God. That was the difference for me.
Well, that's a different thing then.
But
I gotta follow that, though.
but this is going back to the question of being unequally yoked. So you can believe in God and you can sometimes once a month pray if that's what your thing is or what you're walking around saging. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with what you do, but your belief
Crystals.
your
crystals
your
and-
belief
and
is different.
sage.
Your belief is different from mine.
I don't believe in that crap.
So
but I'm just saying.
when you listen to Beyonce more so than you would what the Bible say, then your worshiping is a little different. Again, you can believe God Himself, but we're not on the same level.
Okay.
So for me, it changes to I can love you, I can have fun with you. We can do all those things.
I don't give that too much
Ultimately.
attention, this whole unequally yoked thing, because it's going to be a bunch of people in the church that go to hell, and it's going to be a bunch of people that don't go to church that go to heaven.
So look, I think you're absolutely right, by the way. So when I see unequally yoked, it is a biblical term, but I don't see it as a biblical thing. I see it as it could apply to many different things. You can be financially unequally yoked. You could be mentally unequally yoked. Right. So I'm saying when I say that, that's why I ask, because I know it's a biblical term, but it applies to more than just having beliefs in God.
What's
It
your
applies-
encounter with being unequally yoked?
What's my encounter? Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, let
then
him
I will
finish.
answer that question. And then I got another question for
That
both
was
of
a
y'all
plug
too.
for encounter.
So for me, thank you.
You late. Don't give me no
Let him,
five.
fin-
Alright, so
let him
look,
finish.
late.
I want him to
no.
finish his thought.
My opinion when it comes to thank you. My
Left
opinion when
hand.
it comes to being unequally yoked is value system, things like that. What not just what you believe in, but the things that you value. What are things that are important to train and teach your children? What kind of house do you want to have? Like you can how much money how do you deal with money? So if I have a lot of money, right, and I know how to handle money,
He got
and
his hand up
you
like he in
don't
school.
have a lot of money, and you don't know how to deal with money, we're unequally yoked.
Okay, so sometimes you're stubborn, right? Sometimes you're stubborn. So what if somebody
All the
doesn't
time.
agree with what you say?
I think
Then we unequally yoked.
no. Disagreement is not unequally yoked.
Okay, do you think that this whole idea of unequally yoked keeps a bunch of people single because they might have the wrong idea of what it means?
I do.
I do.
But to get the correct, that was mine. But to get the right type of understanding, that's why I asked, because it would seem like it would be religious, right? But religion it has something to do with it, but that's not the only thing. You know, if let's say you're a healthy person and you meet a person who eats bad, y'all are unequally yoked on that level. So I mean, I see it just on different levels.
Well, we can tell, Twan. So I'm sorry, man.
Bro, see, that's that. Edit that out, man.
And don't edit, no. Don't edit. Don't edit it out. I want us to be us.
All right,
that's what the point of everything is.
You unequally yoked with them donuts.
Hey, I don't eat no donuts no more.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I love you, bro.
I was going to say something about your hair. Your hair is unequally yoked.
You might be right. I think it's either the left side or the right side. One of them two, I need to get a cut. You're right.
All right, so
you want in on this too?
Nah, I'm not going in.
You don't want none of this too?
Let's go back to this. Let's revisit this, what y'all was talking about.
Ball unequally
as far as religious. So look,
I still got black spots on here.
That's that S curl that
it was. I burned my hair.
Did the same way. That's why I wear my hair. Nah, bro. Nah. We're not gonna do that.
All right, let's get back to this.
So no, when we did go religious though, as
Marcus
far as
beard
the gods being different. Yes, if you are,
you ain't hear what I said.
My beard is
let
very
him finish
equally
his.
Antaun.
Let him finish his point so the audience can hear what he's saying.
How long we been going on here?
Back to the point.
32 minutes, and the other one was probably.
So look, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna go to the next thing. But the gods are different. So Jehovah's Witness don't believe in celebrating birthdays. They don't believe in celebrating Christmas.
You gonna celebrate my birthday? They don't have nothing to do with spiritual.
But look, that has everything to do with if you're a Christmas person and like I want to celebrate Christmas. I live with my person, and you
exactly.
You can't even say happy birthday.
You stubborn.
No, I'm not saying that's me. I'm just saying general.
But let's say for you, that your opinion of unequally yoked.
That's not my opinion. I just use that as an example.
This is proving my point that everybody.
It's too much to think
this whole unequally yoked thing is left up to interpretation. Now, if somebody knows the specific biblical thing, leave it in the comments because I don't know.
I do, but I'm not going into that because this not a religious.
I don't care about it.
Yes, but you brought up the unequally yoked, and that is
I don't care about it until I care about it.
No, you said something about what do I think unequally yoked mean? Hold on.
The question was from him.
Yes, but my thing is that is a specifically biblical reference.
It is.
It is.
Okay, so we don't have no choice.
But you ain't.
It don't just.
No, I'm more aligned with what you. I'm more aligned with what you were saying. Is that like if I go to the gym and you don't, or if I eat healthy and you don't, or if I believe in God and you don't, more than one thing.
So if I don't go to the gym and you do, we unequally yoked.
I mean, the thing is, if I have to force you to go, and that's part of my lifestyle, that's not gonna mesh because a couple things might happen. Either the time that I spend away from you, then first of all, going to the gym together is a relationship building too. That's the first thing, and you living a healthy life together. You living a longer together. You building a lot. That it's a lot of
and
reasons
if that person
why you
is
should.
not on that,
and if that person
unequally.
mindset is not on that, eventually that's gonna become a problem. Don't you think?
Could be, yeah.
What's your thought process? What are your thoughts? Because it looked like you deep.
No. I agree with what you're saying.
He's not deep in thought.
I just
he being Antaun Stewart.
I never thought about it like that about the gym per se. If you don't want to work out,
that was an example.
I know, and I'm gonna take that example when I'm gonna run. If you don't want to work out, you ain't got to. But when I get fined, don't be tripping about me.
When you get fined, you ain't gonna want to be with somebody that's not taking care of themselves.
Well, imagine. Hold on.
Imagine working to lose
y'all,
all this body.
Y'all are different from me.
No.
Okay.
Y'all are different from me.
That's right. That is very
because what and this is what I've said in almost any relationship that I've been in. If you have a problem with you, stop complaining about it to me. I don't have a problem with you. It don't matter how you look. If you have a problem with you, then you go to the gym and you fix it. If I'm going to the gym, and at one point in time, y'all, I had muscles.
You still got muscles?
No, I got fat arms. But I mean, if I had muscles, I was kind of ripped because I was on tour playing drums. That was the physique that I had. If somebody else I was with didn't have that physique, how you say it? Physique.
You did it right.
Don't be upset with me. I'm not gonna be upset with you. If that's how you look, that's how you look. I didn't date you because
at some point it's gonna be a problem, a point of contention.
Not to me.
Because what I'm saying though, with not working out and not eating healthy, then it start to be health problems later on. Okay. And just imagine if you did first of all, when anybody work out and they start taking care of themselves, they will start to become attracted to members of the opposite sex. How do you think that's gonna make your partner feel? She gonna start feeling depressed about herself, or he
insecure.
Come on and get up.
Yeah,
and
but
come
maybe
then.
that's not in her. So
Okay.
you saying
That's
that
an
you okay
insecurity
with
with
that?
you.
Eventually, that's gonna be a problem.
That's
for
your
you.
insecurity.
I said eventually that's going to become a problem with
too,
you if you in health, in shape and healthy, and you see that she not, or she letting herself go, or whatever the case
I
might be.
feel like this, and I think I've used it, in life. Again, if you have an insecurity, it's your insecurity.
So if your woman was 150 when you met her and now she 350, you staying with her?
Now I'm gonna stop you way
Baby,
before.
Baby, we gotta come on.
I'm
baby.
gonna stop
Come
it.
on, baby.
I'm gonna stop you.
So then what
Come
you
on,
said is
baby.
malarkey then?
No. If
Stop
that,
saying
listen.
malarkey.
Hey,
I'm gonna put that. You know
Hey,
what? I'm gonna make
real
that
talk.
malarkey.
real talk.
I'm amazing.
It's baloney.
It's not baloney. Real talk. It did not matter about the weight.
I just asked you if she gained.
I
if
was
she
just
was
playing.
on
I was
3.
just playing when I said I'm gonna stop you.
No, if she gained 350 pounds, if she was 350 and you met her at 150, and you saying, "Oh, I can go to the gym, but you don't have to."
I'm
That's
telling you.
Would you still be with her?
There's other
But
things
you
that
would you cheat on them?
y'all gonna talk. Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
now I'm sorry.
But
See,
listen, there was a few things that happened. There could have been thyroid situation that happened.
That's different.
Come
That's
on,
a
we're
medical
not talking about
condition.
the
Okay, but
exception.
who
We are
knows?
not talking about the
But
exception.
who knows? Who
But
knows?
look, we're not talking about the exception.
Okay, you're
we're
talking about just eating.
the rule.
You just talking about somebody
Just
just sitting
you-
up eating.
Just negligent.
Okay, I mean,
lazy.
I don't know. I haven't.
You would
been
stay
in-
with
You
him, but
do
you
know.
would cheat on him. Yes,
probably.
Yes.
No,
so
at
that proves
point,
my point.
No, you
But
just
that don't
gotta
mean
let
I
him
don't
know.
love you though. I'm still there.
Well, that's not
Nah,
what's in
that
question.
ain't
I'm
love
just
ain't
playing.
been.
I'm just playing, y'all. Listen. No, I'm saying there's
Savage.
been there's been relationships that
He's
that
a
I,
savage.
that they
I
have
love
been
this guy.
they
I
have
love this
been overweight, and I didn't judge them on that.
Yeah, that's not what I'm
But
saying.
I know, but I'm saying it because I can only speak for me.
Well, if you met him that way, then that's fine.
Okay,
I'm
And
talking
over
about
time-
if it was a different situation.
Over time, even if you meet them that way, over time you still can't gain weight. Listen to what I'm saying. Even if you meet somebody at a certain weight, over time they can gain more weight because y'all are eating, y'all are happy, whatever y'all. But I'm not picking them apart. Now
We're gonna start the intermittent fasting, baby. So we can't do it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you met a woman and she was 250, 5'4", 250, 5'4",
That's
and
too big.
and she was real pretty in the face,
That's too big.
and y'all got together and you say, "I really like you." Would you? And she say, "Well, look, I don't like going to the gym. I done tried to lose the weight. I'm just not gonna do it."
Here,
Would you still talk to her? Would that be a condition of you talking to her or not?
right. So hold on. Go ahead and answer that because I got a question with that. All right, 007.
Yes or no?
If she told me she didn't go to the gym, she ain't going to the gym.
Yes, but she was pretty and she wasn't like.
Super pretty.
First of all, no, she was
She got
super
money?
pretty.
Nah, super pretty.
Yeah, let's just say she had money.
Then yeah, I'll still talk to
Now you dating for the wrong reason. This is how he got girls to pay his bills because that's what he looked for. He used to look for
Wait
that.
a minute. Hold on. Here's the question.
Hey, all I did was give Dawn that five. She's like, yeah, you.
Man, shut up, man.
Oh,
Hey,
delete that out.
delete that.
Delete that out.
We're going to have to go back and listen to this entire thing.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
that's
delete that out.
exactly what I had to do.
Because you
bro,
gents. No,
Yeah,
I'm going to
so
just
look,
censor it. I'm not. I
So
can't.
how
I'm
important should a person be dating if
Not for me
they are
either.
not pursuing marriage? Should a person be dating if they're not pursuing marriage?
It depends on the person.
I mean,
The Bible also say you can be single.
But, that's a
but
So
it don't
should you
say-
be dating if you single? If you know you're gonna be single, should you be dating then?
You can.
I mean, your
The Bible-
question
the only
was
thing you gotta
your
do is
question
it
was
only leads to
your
fornication.
question was
That's why I
should you
said
date if you're not dating to marry? And if you're a Christian, the answer is probably, if we're being real, no. But
Right.
but-
That
Thank
ain't the
you.
real.
Thank
though.
right. But
But to be
in
a
reality, that's not
Christian-
what's gonna happen.
In reality,
Oh,
but to
so
be-
you're asking it as a Christian? Hey, wait, are you asking as a Christian or are you asking as a regular person?
So I'm just
Because I
asking.
want to
that-
relate to everybody on every level.
You can't relate to everybody on every level, but you can just relate to, generally speaking.
No, I can relate to everybody on every level because
You
at one
can.
point in time I wasn't walking in the Christian faith mindset.
Okay, so let's
but-
not ask
and
as a Christian. Let's
that's
ask
what I'm
general.
asking you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm
so
sorry.
if you're asking in general, a lot of people don't have that same mindset going in. It's like
About what?
dating. Am I dating to marry? Okay, so as a
Right.
man,
That's what I was saying.
as a man,
I
whether
wasn't
you're a
specifying.
Christian or not, as a man, whether you're a Christian or not, should you be dating with the goal
If
to
you-
be
if you-
married or no?
if you're not a Christian man, your mindset is not dating to marry.
No, not Christian. I mean, any man. That nobody likes to be alone. And I don't look down on the men that are dating. It's just not what I would be doing. If I'm dating, I probably want somebody for a long-term thing for the most part. But I mean, that's a hard question because you have to include the Christian part in there. Because if that's the case, then that means that
I'm not trying to go religious though.
Well, Marcus,
okay,
ask a
then
soft
if-
question.
then
man,
if-
'cause
no,
that-
no.
that's-
Question
that
like,
was a hard
should a
question.
man be dating to marry or not? Whether he's a Christian or not, whether he's Buddhist,
I
should a
think so.
man be dating to
But
marry?
I
you
would
can't
say
ask
yes.
That. You can't
Hold
ask
on,
that
no.
because the
I would-
difference is if he's
some
a
people
Christian
don't
or
even
not.
some people don't even believe in
That
marriage.
makes the
though, Marcus.
difference in the question.
But I would say yes, they should. It's
I would
in
say
their
yes, they
best
should.
interest
It's
to
in
do
their
that.
best interest
Yes,
to do that. Yes.
I think it's in their best interest because if they just dating the date, they're gonna be spending a lot of money, wasting a lot of time, wasting a lot of resources. Unless all they want to do is smash.
Oh, that's what they doing.
That's right.
So they
Oh my God! Look, but that's the point.
they
That's
have
the
a
point.
button called vibrate.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. But that's the point. I was just asking for that. And what do you think?
I forgot.
All right, so
Yo,
how
little
important?
Tweeter bird, man,
How
you forget.
important is attraction in your relationship or marriage? How important is physical attraction? How important
It goes
is
back
attraction?
to that question that I asked about if you met your woman at 150 and then she was 350.
Right.
First of all, there's tons of research, tons of just examples where dudes either cheated or they stayed and cheated or they left because that was just a deal breaker for them at some point. And my thing is this: it doesn't take it. If you were whatever you were, and then you get up to that much, it means that you were negligent over time. This wasn't an overnight thing. If it's thyroids, that's a medical condition that's different. I
That's
would
the
look at that different.
exception,
That's
right.
the exception. But on a general basis, when people get big like that, it
They
means
just lazy.
They just
Yo,
did
no,
not do
no,
the work.
listen. Somebody could be on a depot shot and gain doggone.
That's an
30,
If you
40.
hold on, no,
exception.
no,
You can't- you-
hold on, no,
everything-
no, that's
everything
not
we're
an
saying is an
exception.
exception.
No, that's not an exception, and not everything we're saying. That's incorrect, sir. If they were taking the depot shot, they should know that a side effect of that is gaining weight. In which case, they should
be working out.
adjust their eating habits and adjust their workout habits. That's not an
You
excuse.
not
Well,
no baby,
I'm
bro.
going-
There are alternate forms of contraception.
Okay, I'm going back. Oh, that was another conversation. I wish we could talk about.
Catch next week's podcast on Friday between 12 and 1, and we'll be uploading.
To be continued.
Yeah.